Hi, this is John from Office Football Pool, and today I'm going to show you how to set up variations of the Pick'em pick sheet. Right here you have the very basic NFL pick sheet. It has all the NFL games in week 1. This is a standard setup where you get 1 point per win. In this setup you do your picks like this. You can select these quick pick links up here. So you can take all the road teams, home teams, favorite, dogs, or you can go random. So you click this random a bunch of times, it'll switch the games up. And the random also gives you a tiebreaker. We have this pool set up to have a Monday Night Football tiebreaker. And that's what this pick sheet looks like. But I'm not going to submit these picks. I just want to show you how to change it around. First of all, let's say you don't want the Thursday game on your pick sheet for whatever reason. You can go to Pool Admin Set Pick Sheet page, and this is how you control which games go on your pick sheet. So if I don't want Denver on there, Carolina, I can uncheck them, scroll down here and click Submit. It says Schedule Updated and check Pick Sheet. We'll go back to the pick sheet and we'll see that game's no longer there. We only have the Sunday and Monday games. You can do this 1 week at a time, or you can do it for the full season by clicking here. So I can say I want the NFL games, but I don't want Thursday games, or I don't want Saturday games. And then you can click Submit. And it starts you off with every NFL game. So it gives you a warning. It says 46 games will be removed from your pick sheet. Do you want to proceed? I'm just going to say no. And again, our pick sheet will look like this. We're missing that Thursday game in week 1. The other thing you can do in this setup, let's go back to the Set Pick Sheet page. We could put weights on certain games. Like say I want to have one of the Monday night games be worth double. So I can make that worth 2. I'll submit this schedule, and then I'll go back to the pick sheet. And you'll see there's an extra column in here, and it says this one's worth 2 points. Okay, so there are lots of variations. And the main page to do the variations is on this format, Pool Settings format. So one is you can say NFL only or college. Let's try college and NFL. And let's save that. Now let's go back to the Set Pick Sheet page. And you'll see there's a lot more games on here, all the college games. Let's say that I like the Pac-12, which I do. So I'll click on the Pac-12, and what it did was it highlighted all of the Pac-12 games, and it will put them on the pick sheet. When I click this button, click Submit, check Pick Sheet, and there now you have all the NFL games except the Thursday game and all the Pac-12 games for that week. Again, you can do this for the full season if you'd like. You can click this full season link, come here, and you can say I want the Pac-12, and I want the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday games for the Pac-12, and I want all the NFL games, including Thursday. And I click this. It says 67 games will be added. I say yes. I check this week's pick sheet, and Denver's back on there. I can scroll to the bottom and change weeks. I can go to week 2. And you'll see I have all the Pac-12 games, Arizona State, they're in the Pac-12, Washington State, etc., and all the NFL games. I can even do my picks for week 2 now. Even though the spreads aren't in, I can still put my picks in. You can click on this link to show what the settings are. It says, your picks will be scored against the spread, but the spreads have not been set yet. Your picks are not in, road teams are shown on the left, and you can even change your time zone. So right now I have Pacific time, but let's say I want to be in Mountain. I can just do that, click Submit, and then reload the page, and all the times change to Mountain time. Let's go back to the Format page, and we're going against the spread. And when you're against the spread, you always have to show the spreads. But if you go to straight up, you can opt not to show the spreads on the pick sheet. Some people want to do this, and your spread setting was changed and your pool was rescored for this week. That's not the right message, but let's go to the pick sheet and take a look at it now. Now notice that the point spreads are not showing by default. But if you check this little checkbox, if you want to see the spreads, which I would think most people would, click that, and then all the spreads show up. There aren't any spreads in for the college games yet, but we have the spreads. These are the live spreads. So these aren't the spreads that you're being graded at. This is what the spread is right now in real life. Okay, now let's make some more changes to the pick sheet. Let's go back to the format. I think I'll change it back to against the spread. And let's go from a standard format to confidence points. And we'll click submit and save it. And then we'll go to the pick sheet again. Notice how the pick sheet has changed. Now it has a rank button. We have 24 games on our pick sheet, and so we'll rank the games 1 through 24. It'll say, thought it might say that up here. One of the options you have is for autofill ranks. When you have this checked, that means the first game that you pick, say Denver, will give you the highest available rank. So if I pick Washington next, they'll be 23. If I uncheck this, and then I select USC, it won't give me a rank automatically. I'll have to choose one. And you notice that the ranks that haven't been used are in gray and have that little arrow by it. The arrow is there because the gray doesn't show up on Apple's Macintosh, iPhones, and whatnot. So anyway, you can still use the random button. You can say all dogs. You can pre-fill the ranks, which ranks them 1 through 24, and so on. Okay, that's confidence. Let's go back to the format, and let's say key picks. Let's change the key picks. Now when you have key picks, a couple other options show up. How many key picks do you want? We'll just say 3. And what the key bonus is. So this means that your key picks are worth 1 extra point. So instead of 1 point, they'll be worth 2. So let's save that. Go back to the pick sheet. And you'll see it looks like this now. So if you want Denver to be your key pick, you got to check the little key box. That means the Denver pick will be worth 2. If you view this thing, it'll say select 3 key picks. Key picks are worth 1 bonus point. So you could click this random, have it pick random teams or all the favorites, and then come down here and submit. And it'll say, please review your key picks. You checked 1 game as key picks, but you need 3. So it wouldn't let you submit your picks unless you had 3 key picks. So that's the key pick pool. And then I want to show one more. We'll go back to confidence. And instead of picking all the games on the pick sheet, let's say you only want to pick your top 5. So we'll just try this setting. Go back to the pick sheet. Now it's saying make 5 picks, use ranks 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we still have this auto ranks checkbox. So I'm going to make my 5 picks. I go Denver, gives me a 5. I say BYU, it gives me a 4. Boise State gives me a 3, etc. So that's what this pick sheet is. If you tried to pick more than 5 games, there I've got 6 selected, and see it has a little 6 here. If I unselect it, that little alert goes away. It says pick selected 5, but let's say I have 6 or 7. I put in a total and click submit. It's going to say you pick 7, but you're only allowed 5. So it won't let you pick the wrong number of games, and it also won't let you pick without filling in your ranks properly. There's another variation on this, especially when you're in a college NFL pool. You can say you must pick at least, say, 2 college and 2 pro. So I'm picking 5 games. I have to pick 2 college, 2 pro. You go back here, and it says make 5 picks, include at least 2 college and 2 pro games. Now let's say I pick all pro games. And put in a tiebreaker and click submit, and it's going to say you picked 0 college games, but you need to pick at least 2. So again, the pick sheet makes you put in the right number of picks. And then the last thing I want to show you is, let's see, when you're picking all the games, let's change it back, pick all the games. It gives you the option to use a newspaper format, which is where the favorites are on the left and the dogs are on the right. So you can have that option for your pool. Sometimes people are used to that. Normally we have the home team on the right and the road team on the left. But this is going by favorites now. And when there is no spread, it treats the home team as the favorite. So now you see all the home teams on the left and all the road teams on the right, and then the spread is displayed in the middle. So normally when you don't have that on, it shows the spread by both teams. So it shows Carolina +0 and Denver -0. Okay, I think that's all I have to show you. Oh, the one more thing for the pick sheet is on the tiebreakers. And that is, I have tie game points as the tiebreaker. When you have a college pool, it says tie game points. And actually, when you have a NFL only pool, we'll put it back. It says MNF total. So that's a Monday night total. If I were to take that off and save it and go back to the pick sheet and scroll to the bottom, you'll see there's nowhere for me to put in the tiebreaker total anymore. So that's how you add that tiebreaker total, is you go to the tiebreakers page and put that back in. Thanks for watching. That's all for today.